So we're coming up to the penultimate turret section. This is probably going to be the longest one in this chapter.
Oh wait, no, I think I do remember this part. That's only because I did watch quite a while ago when Tom, Great Zombie Ron, and Tundra Boy played Half-Life.
Yeah, but we're going to do it better.
Oh,
I don't mean to toot my own horn, you know, it's just we're playing this on a PC and shit.
looks like you've got more turrets than they had, but I don't know if that's probably because memory phases me now, so...
No, the amount of turrets is not changed. Fuck you. They know. The Combine instantly realise these turrets are not with them. This fight actually here can be entirely... Well, you don't even have to put any effort in, basically. If you set these turrets up in pretty much these spots, you only occasionally have to come and fix them. And because throwing grenades seems to be random behaviour, if they don't throw a grenade, you could basically just sit here until the gunfight's over. So guess what we're doing for the next several minutes?
Just gonna stand and twiddle your thumbs?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm just going to watch the turrets do the work, because, you know, I've earned it. Oh god, there's a grenade.
Whoa,
So
that was a grenade.
Also, these turrets are invincible, as long as they're standing upright. But, look, one of my turrets is out there. We've got to go and do a daring slow-mo rescue mission.
Did you even grab it? Oh, you did. Oh, it just lags.
Yeah, I did. I did. Did you know that quite a few of the Combines suffer from a speech impediment?
Really?
Yeah, Tourette's.
Oh. I never knew that.
Yeah, yeah. That's the last joke. I missed half of them.
Oh,
well.
that was a joke, was it?
Yeah, yeah.
Was it now?
They don't actually suffer from Tourette's. I do not know the individual speech problems of the Combine. I'm sorry, I'm not a cunning, Combine linguist as such. Even though it wouldn't be a linguist that knows that. Also, this turret really hates this one. This is like... they did not get on well in the cupboard.
I think it was this time. It's like Jerry just had enough and he just took it out on David.
Poor David. He was working just as hard. Also, another thing that interests me about the behaviour of these turrets is they shoot through glass, but they don't shoot as much through opaque objects. So can these turrets? I guess in their AI they can see through transparent objects, so they still try and shoot them. I think that's kind of clever. I'm not certain if that's actually the case, though, or if it just appears that way, or if they're set up at such an angle that technically they can see them, but they can't. I don't know how it is.
You know what I want to see? This is going to Paul. I want to see a core that's voiced by either Phil Jupitus or Bill Bailey.
They're bringing in more English actors. I'd gladly like to see a philosophical cube. Cube. It's been a while since I played Portal, and you even just said sphere.
Yes.
I'd like to see a philosophical one played by Bill Bailey that does a lot of existential rants.
Oh.
Yeah, this is the truly horrifying. This is what I saw in my nightmares that night when I went to sleep after recording this.
He looks like a horse.
Because the front of his face is missing. This is just basically to show you that, yeah, you don't need to do jack shit in this part. I just went in here and turned on the cinematic camera and started staring at the viewer.
Good night.
Us.
Good night, folks.
I hope you're watching this at 1:30 in the morning and can't sleep.
That would imply that they're actually watching up to this point.
Yeah, they probably left after the first joke, like, I could do better things with my day, like, cut my leg off or something. It'd be more productive.
Cutting your leg off would be more productive than watching this video.
Yeah. That's a ringing endorsement. I think I'm going to change the playlist description to that.
When I thought that you were going to say an instantential cube, I thought that you were going to say, like, an instantential, like, cast of QI, but as, like, cores.
There was an AMA on Reddit the other day from Ellen McLean, voice of GLaDOS, and she said it doesn't appear there's going to be a Portal 3 at this point, but that's so typical. But I don't really care anyway. I kind of enjoyed Portal.
I think it makes sense. It kind of is come to an end. I mean,
yeah, you don't.
What else is there to do with it?
Oh, we got to put these back neatly, by the way, for the next person passing through.
Oh, I see. So, Gordon's at least, he has the manners to put them back neatly. It's
Killing them isn't the issue, though.
it's kind of like hiding the evidence is to make sure that nobody knows that he was here. Don't forget all the blood and all that. As long as they were still in there, nobody's going to be suspicious.
So, no, but putting the turrets back, that means the Command are going to turn up and think Gordon killed everyone without the turrets.
Exactly. That would also work.
It's amazing.
Well, I'm surprised they're still not running from the fact that he's able to, like, jump through air at fast speeds towards them. He's going slow, but to them, he's going miles ahead of them.
It's, you know, the way people see time differently is truly a fascinating concept.
Yes.
I used this gun a lot in the last chapter you were in, so I've been trying not to use the Dragonov, but it's just so damn powerful.
How are you going to use it here?
It's a long sightline.
Oh, okay.
I missed anyway, so fuck it. Let's just go back to what works.
Well, I was thinking because it was dark, I was like, wait, what's in now? It's like, okay.
Yeah, this gunfight has a lot of flair to it.
Huh.
I lied. There was one more joke. I was just looking at the 2 pages I had of them.
Oh, I didn't even realise it was a joke.
Yeah.
That was so bad I didn't even realise you were making one.
That was the last joke.
And I laughed with it as well, so...
I tried to eat the giblets in midair, but I ended up just picking up his gun as it dropped to the floor. I was like, oh, well, I don't need this.
I don't know what this is for, but I must clutch it.
I'll bring it with me. Over here.
I'd like to see you pick up one of their guns and kick it towards them and kill them with it. Have you done that?
I don't think I have. I don't think the guns actually have enough weight to do that. That's what I kind of like about this, the physics engine as well, is like objects with, you know, in the Source engine it seems to be less about speed, more about weight. Except when you're falling damage, then it's down to speed. Just curious.
Damn.
The way it works. I like it.
They just give him a crotch shot and then throw a grenade at him. He's not dead yet. He has to be more dead.
He has to know that I hated him this much before he passes.
I like to imagine at one point where Gordon is just beating on one particular combine so much and just the others are staring at him, thinking, what? Dude.
Calm the fuck down. Well, the thing is, in this mod, the body would probably explode before I could go on for too long.
He's still beating on, like, the Gibbs.
Then I eat them. At that point, the Combine are truly sickened. Like, man, we're like, you know, a fucked up space empire, but we don't fucking cannibalize.
I mean, who's the evil one here? I mean, let's face it.
Would it even be cannibalizing? I was going to throw my crowbar at him, but I was scared it would go through that force field and I'd never get it back.
Slowly go over to here.
And try and supplies him. Didn't work. I missed. I'm just like, oh.
What?
I don't know. When that landed, I was just thinking to myself, please, lie against the crate, lie against the crate. Ah, fuck you.
No, but the way his body sort of died, that was just weird.
I'm not sure which kind of ragdolls I'm using now. I think it's either Far Cry or... It's not crazy anymore. It's not action movie either, though.
Do we ever get another car? Because I'd like to see you kick to go really fast and then just sort of fly up and away.
I'm not sure if there is another car section. I don't believe there is.
Oh, I was thinking SMOD would give you one.
Maybe. It'll be a surprise. So, Mossman has kind of betrayed us, it seems.
Oh, well done.
Just, you know, sold us out.
You never can trust a woman named Mossman.
Do you know what her favourite kind of plant is? Her favourite kind of vegetation is?
Onion.
Moss. Man.
Onion.
No. So, we got to set up a teleporter. Can you imagine this will lead to a defence section?
Oh god! Close-up faces again.
They don't seem too concerned in there, do they? Like, they're taking it pretty well.
Especially him.
Because they seem to be, you know, fully aware in there. They're just kind of getting on with it. Like,
he is still high off his nuts. That's what I think every time he comes up on that screen. He's got that, like, glee in his eyes and just no sort of awareness of what's going on whatsoever. He is comfortable where he is. We left him and we got him a pod for his birthday. He'd be fine with it. We would not see him for days.
Maybe we should salvage a pod when we're out of here.
Yeah. Be a lot more.
Robot
Probably
swoosh.
it'd probably be a lot more stressful in the workplace. Instead of like you going on your break, you just go into the pod and be somewhere else.
I got it. Instead of having like office chairs, you have office pods.
Yes.
And you're in your pod and you just work on your computer. Here's the pod. I'm standing here for a very specific reason, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah. You'll see it soon enough.
Is something going to pop up?
No. But the thing is about this scene here is everyone wants to get in this here teleporter, and Gordon doesn't like that. I'm sorry that by having to stand here, though, there's a slight echo because of where everyone else is standing. I have to get out of the way for Eli, though. There we go.
I like to imagine that in his life, he never leaves the pod, so every time he wants to go somewhere, they have to make like a sort of railing above the wall. So
Well, we've seen him outside the pod before, but he's never going to be able to readjust now.
Yeah, it's like he loves it there. He's not going to readjust to society unless he is a pod man.
A pod person. Anyway, look, got to stand here. No, she pushed me out of the way. Why do people here get movement priority? Maybe if I can volley a grenade in here. Oh. Whoops.
Oh.
This,
I thought that
she's invulnerable to us. This very dramatic scene ruined by Gordon trying to be proactive. I can stop them. Oh.
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 I thought that was a ragdoll spazzing out for a minute then, like you actually did land a shot on her.
She's playing a keyboard animation here, which doesn't work with the scene. Let me just type on my invisible keyboard.
Maybe...
Look, there! You gotta move over to the keyboard before you start typing, otherwise you're not getting anything done.
Maybe she's got mind keyboard powers? Maybe she can project like a computer from her mind, but only she can see it. But
maybe she's the first user of an Omni tool.
Maybe she isn't crazy.
So this is the final turret fight, and I'm actually going to say all three turret sections we've had get progressively easier. Like, if you put them in pretty much these spots, you don't have to do jack shit in this section.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that this one is actually the most challenging.
Well, you'd think that, because it's the end, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So you'd think, okay, so, they've taught me how to use the turrets effectively. We've set this up. Now let's actually make him have to think about it by defending 3 exit points. But you've got 3 turrets and 3 entrance points. So, really, this just works out beautifully.
Oh, Jerry's down. Wait, no, maybe if I go in... Oh, no, Steve's down.
Maybe Ted and Mick should go in at the same time. No, they're both dead. Fuck it, I guess I'll go. I'm sure it can't happen again. Also, look at this Combine. This Combine's pretty smart. Like,
he is shitting himself right now. He's like, no, I've seen... No!
Don't make me do it, Breen!
And then his mate goes and he's like, wait, no, don't!
Anyway, look what happens when I approach him with a crowbar. It's like, more than my job's worth.
he realised, nope, that's it, I'm done, I'm out of here.
He just ran back, everyone asked him, so how is it in there? Not bad, you go ahead, I'm gonna go grab coffee. Anyone want coffee? We're gonna need some when Gordon's dead.
He's the smartest Combine, he realised that this is all too much for him, he's done. He's
ducked out. That Combine, I respect that Combine. I want a DLC story based around the smart running away Combine.
Is a new character, that Combine. He probably has been following us on this entire adventure, just seeing the devastation that Gordon has caused to all his teammates.
And then, he just arrived back at Nova Prospect, and someone said, Gordon's in the teleporter room, follow us, and he's like, are you sure?
He, tucks his head in for a minute, he gets blasted, and he just watches as all his mates are piling up as exploded corpses. And as soon as Gordon comes around, he's like, fuck this.
I've stared into the face of evil, and I lived. So yeah, this I think the next chapter's definitely going to make up for the kind of lack of action I've had to take in this chapter, though.
Honestly hasn't been that much to talk about.
Well, not really on the action front, because typically these parts rest on me doing crazy shit, and, well, the turrets seem to be doing the crazy shit in this part.
And making puns.
Oh yeah, I'm making puns. That's what I've tried to fill it in with. Did you know if you hold down Alt, Gordon will go slowly, but there's no walking animation, so it's just like a slow run.
This this is me honestly asking. In actual Half-Life, there is no third-person model for Gordon, isn't there?
No, he's just kind of, well, I think it's like a textureless blob. Anyway, I've turned on cinematic camera because I wanted a cinematic view of Gordon running to the teleporter while I hold down Alt to make it go even slower, but it didn't really work out that well because it's just looked over there for a bit instead. I made it! We live!
That did actually look kind of funny, yeah.
We lived. Also, you can see there's Elite Combine, so they turned up a bit fucking late. It's like, oh, we should have got here sooner, guys. Sweet Dan.
You should have listened to Jerry. You should have listened to him.
He was right not to come.
It's too late. They're all doomed eventually.
So that's the end of this chapter, gameplay-wise. I would say I enjoyed it, but it's... I mean, maybe it's the way I played it. I made it too easy for myself.
Oh, it loading zap. Loading zap.
Loading zap. So back to Kleiners Lab from Chapter 2.
Ah.
Well, he doesn't always have to be in this room. Let's check around. And then the game ended because no one was here and they were trapped in this room for... Oh, there he is. This is supposed to mirror a scene from Half-Life, but aside from Black Mesa, and I've actually yet to actually beat all of the original Half-Life. I must get round to that.
I would too, but
I think gameplay-wise, I actually kind of prefer Half-Life 1 in some ways.
I would play Half-Life 2, but I kind of have this thing about going to a game that I really should have played myself, and it's kind of like outdated and all that. It's kind of a weird thing with me.
I don't have that problem, really. So yeah, they were trapped in stasis for a week, but it seemed instant to them, so... Also, all the shit Gordon done at Nova Prospekt pretty much told all the rebels to, well, start bloody rebelling, so... That also replaced a chapter called, I think, I can't remember what it's called, Aircon, which was originally the kind of Nova Prospekt chapter where Gordon wrecks a major Combine building, and then the rebellion starts, and it was replaced with Nova Prospekt because the air exchange, that's what it's called, was written out of the game.
Huh. Oh god.
We have a dog back, and I nearly said God, but he pretty much is that in gameplay, so that's pretty apt, so why not?
Well, dog backwards is God.
Yeah.
I mean, they said that in Psychonauts as well, so...
All hail our saviour, God. Also, I've had Psychonauts for ages now, but I've yet to play it, so everyone can freely hate me. Dog is adorable.
Why, Snake? Why?
Because I've also yet to beat Bastion and many other good games.
Oh. Well, it better be soon.
I'll get round to it instead of recording more SMOD. Anyway, the reason I've taken so long is because I've been addicted to JRPGs, because I'm a faggot now.
Well, yes.
Yeah. The Persona games turned out to be pretty good.
Anyway, SMOD.
SMOD, yeah.
Well, there isn't really this just sort of...
Yeah, but let's play around with the teleporter one more time.
Again, this is probably something that everybody knows, but there's that achievement where you got to break this, I think.
Yeah, it takes ages.
Well, do you have to just stuff things onto it? Do you have to just keep teleporting the same thing, or...?
I can't remember. I can't remember if it's repeatedly doing the same thing or not. So Gordon is now Anti-Citizen 1. Hooray! So I'll see you all in the next part. That's a pretty lofty title for the Combine to give him.